Mr. President, distinguished delegates, it's an overwhelming honor to address this first ever special session against corruption. I am from Malaysia, founding director of the Center to Combat Corruption and Cronyism. I also serve as the vice chair of the UNCAC Coalition. Once a booming economy, Malaysia has been embroiled in the notoriety of multiple corruption schemes, including the 1MDB that stretched over multiple countries and jurisdictions, involved a slew of agents, commercial banks, and international law firms that helped hide billions of stolen cash in offshore jurisdictions, using shell companies to steal money for private and political gain. Whistleblowers, investigative journalists, and anti-corruption activists played a central role in exposing our corruption at the highest levels. And yet, my colleagues and I were repeatedly intimidated, attacked, and arrested by the authorities. We were persecuted simply because we followed the money trail, spoke up, published articles, mobilized the public to demand answers. We overcame the fear, the reprisals, and retribution. We managed to score important victories, though. The former Prime Minister and his cohorts of the 1MDB are now being charged and are on trial. In too many grand corruption cases around the world, powerful individuals and many in the business of facilitating corruption continue to enjoy impunity. The devastating compromise of national institutions by executive power, the corruption involved in financing of political parties, the secret negotiations over asset recovery, gaping holes between domestic jurisdictions, intelligence sharings, and the really pitiable commitments to international cooperation have left perpetrators ample room to run and to hide from criminal action, pointing to a colossal failure in the international framework to tackle impunity and cross-border corruption. We are disappointed, though, that there was no consensus among member states to use this UNGASS to agree on measures that would have resulted in substantive progress in strengthening international cooperation. Nonetheless, we call member states to introduce public registries of beneficial company owners. Corrupt individuals will no longer be able to hide behind secret shell companies, protect whistleblowers, civil society journalists, ensure that oversight bodies and the judiciary are adequately resourced, mandate the publication of declaration of assets, detect conflict of interest, and to take enforcement action to end impunity. We ask you to go beyond the lowest common denominator of your efforts, make this political declaration a success. And we ask you to include us, civil society, as partners in your efforts. We stand ready to support these efforts and to develop solutions to strengthen the international corruption framework. We need to ensure that no more 1MDB happens, not in Malaysia, not anywhere. I thank you for this opportunity.